Hi, John Dwyer here, and I'm the owner of a marketing advisory business called the Institute of Wow, and I thought I would give you a tip on taking prospects' eyes off the price. You do not want to sell on price unless you're Big W or Kmart or maybe Crazy Clark's $2 store. But for the most of us, we need to retain margin. We need to make sure that we've got some profit in the stuff that we're selling or the services that we're selling. And I see only too often that business owners are so quick in just dropping their prices in order to bring in revenue. And I know it's tempting. And I'm not saying you wouldn't do it maybe once or twice or 3 times a year just to get rid of dead stock or whatever it may be. But please don't make it the first port of call. If you want to retain a viable business, the idea is to retain good margin. And the best way to do that is simply value add instead of price discount. Think about it in your own mind perhaps as a price discount, but whatever you're going to give as a discount, turn into a value add bonus. And you're probably thinking, hang on, this is Chinese, I can't understand you. Let me tell you what I mean. Let's just say it was a hair salon. And if you put a 10% discount sign outside your hair salon, I don't think anyone would come in. We live in the age of Groupon and Kudo and Scoopon and all those sorts of special deals. They give 50% away. There's no way that a sign outside your hair salon giving a 10% discount will attract anyone. However, if you turn that 10% discount into movie tickets, then it'll be a totally different story, I can assure you. And I can assure you because we've done it. So let me just tell you how that would work. If you were a hair salon and you knew that women normally would spend, I don't know, $100, $150 on getting the hair done, then you would say, look, for every $50 you spend in my hair salon, I will give you 1 movie point. And when you save 10 movie points, which means 10 times $50, we'll give you a $50 Hoyt's movie gift card. You know, the little plastic cards that come with a little sort of, they're glue tip to the back of a gift card, and you can get them in Big W and Kmart and all sorts of places these days. So imagine, okay, the deal is for every $50 you spend in my hair salon, I'll give you 1 movie point. Save up 10 movie points, which is 10 times $50, of course, and that means they've spent $500, and we're going to give you a double pass to the movies, which basically is a $50 gift card. The $50 gift card as a percentage of the $500 that Mrs. Smith has spent in the salon is 10%. So it really is equivalent to a 10% discount, but sounds a gazillion times more valuable. And guess what? It keeps Mrs. Smith sticky to that business. Okay, it's a loyalty program, which means that once she's got 6 or 7 points of the 10 that she needs, doesn't matter what Groupon offers the salon down the road, she ain't leaving. Okay, she's only got to get 3 more points. So therefore, if you think about the big businesses, you'll see people like McDonald's have been doing this forever. Okay, they've put a Happy Meal toy in the Happy Meal box to make sure that they took your eyes as a parent or grandparent off the price. You can ask as many parents or grandparents as you like, what does a McDonald's Happy Meal box cost? And they won't be able to tell you because their eyes have been distracted by the free toy that their children or grandchildren have been, screaming about. Kellogg's cornflakes have been doing this for like 4 or 5 decades with the free toy or free whatever it is in the bottom of the box. That's how they've sold a lot of cornflakes and rice bubbles. Harvey Norman does it with 2 years interest free. Okay, so therefore he'll use that as a persuasion tactic to take your eyes off the price of the lounge suite and the computers and the refrigerators and everything else. So look, nobody does it. Nobody. I mean, look, if the guy that mowed the lawns, instead of coming up and knocking on the door and asking for his payment, first of all brought a bucket with some soap and a squidgy and actually washed Mrs. Smith's windows after he had mowed the lawn, and then came up and knocked on the door and said, oh look, that'll be X number of dollars, but I just thought I'd let you know I've cleaned all the windows on your house. Can you imagine? It wouldn't matter what price discount some other lawn mowing guy put in her letterbox next week, she would not be leaving because he's the only lawn mowing guy that actually cleans the windows every time he comes. And it might be clean the car. If it's not the windows, it might be wash the car. So it's all about value adding, not price discounting. And if you found a few of these ideas or this tip to be of assistance and to be of any value, then you might like to watch some more. There's a whole bucket load more of this stuff that I've got, and it's in a free webinar. Okay, and the free webinar you can access by clicking the link below. It's called my Avalanche Leads webinar, and I'll be showing you how to do this stuff and how to create a wow factor to actually keep people coming back for more. So if you'd like to watch that webinar, you can watch it right now. It's not one of those that you book and it comes up in 3 days time. You can watch it live right now if you actually just click the button below, and I'll see you on the other side.